Hi, Gil from Testing Gil here, and today I want to talk about coverage. I've already talked about coverage of unit testing before, and why the metric sucks. You can watch it here. In short, code coverage sucks because of two reasons. As a quality measurement, it doesn't tell us anything about quality, and some people, I will not name names, are using it to hit other people on the head with it. So, how has it become so popular as a quality metric? We're looking for a quality metric that will tell us, is the software ready for release? Now, the reason code coverage took off is because it's easy to measure. It runs on our code. So, if we've written tests for our code, the code must be good. We're trying to project from our code to actual quality. And there are a few problems with that though. First, it doesn't take into account if the tests are really good, to any definition of good. It also doesn't check if the code actually does everything it needs to do. We can have 100% coverage of code that does 50% of what it needs to do. More importantly, our code is a very small piece of the puzzle. We are running servers and third-party libraries and open source code and virtual environments. All this before running the first line of our code. So, we may feel good about our code coverage, but the code is still a fraction of what's actually running. Code coverage doesn't tell us anything about quality, so it cannot be used as a release metric. So, what else do we have? Well, next to that is the test plan, or rather the test report. Let's say we put our brains together and we have 100 workflows that if all of them are passing, then we can release the software. That is a lot better. Regardless of how the software is built, if we built everything ourselves, or if we rent, steal, or buy every piece of code out there and not write a line ourselves, the quality criteria stands. That's where black box testing comes from. The idea that how the software is built doesn't matter, only inputs and outputs. This method still has a few issues. First, are all workflows equal? Let's say I'm testing a text editor. One of the workflows in question is loading and saving the document. The other one is using keyboard shortcuts to copy and paste. Do these workflows have the same level of importance? More importantly, if the first one doesn't work, can we still release the software? Then these 100 workflows change all the time. In the next release, we'll add 20 more workflows. And the inequality grows because we can't really compare the workflows to one another. Automation confuses us even more. Of course, we've automated the main workflows, but not all of them. So we run the others manually, but only occasionally because we don't have the time. And then we need to fit in 20 more cases which are important, but not as important as the ones that we had before. The ones that we said that are important, but didn't run them because we didn't have the time, although we said so in the beginning. Okay. In other words, we bend the rules all the time. The numbers don't lie, they just project an image that is hard to understand and base decisions on. One more thing. In a lot of cases, configuration is not exactly the same in the way we test and the way we run. What we're testing on may not be the real production environment. Sometimes our testing environment is completely different than the real production environment. So we see a set of quality measurements that may or may not apply to what we have in the real world. So that means that we need to continue testing in production. But what does that mean about our coverage? And does it even matter now? Okay, let's get back to coverage. There's not going to be a single number that we can look at and decide whether we're ready for release or not. And there won't be. We're still going to look at different factors to make this decision. Even in automatic continuous delivery-based system, we still need to specify what works and how we know it works in order to push things forward or outward. The word coverage is misleading. It creates a feeling of safety and comfort. But the truth is, we can't rely on tools giving us these numbers to create this comfort. We need to look at different things in order to create this safety feeling. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, like, subscribe, and watch other videos on this channel. And in the comments below, tell me, what is your idea of coverage? What are the metrics that you're looking at and how you interpret them? Let's share how we can release software together. Until next time, bye-bye.